Our next guest on the pod is running in the 2025 Boston Marathon for one of our favorite running groups we know and have had the pleasure of having on the pod, the Boston Bulldogs Running Club. We are wicked excited to have Didde Kjaersig on the On the Runs podcast. What's up, Didde?
Yeah, what's up? Just came straight for the running club right now. We're meeting every Monday. So yeah, just went for a walk with them and now I'm here. Yeah.
Were you with our friends? We like to call him Beard, but he's the bearded runner. Were you with him today?
He's sitting out here looking at me.
No shit. That's
I know he want to come in to say hi.
This is
on
your
the
time,
podcast.
Didde.
Yeah,
he's had his 15 minutes on the pod. It's your turn. How are you, though? Tell us a little bit about yourself. You have I think I did a good job on the name, but Didde Kjaersig.
You did.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, who am I? I'm from Denmark and moved to the US 3 years ago with my family and needed something to connect to. And I found the Bulldogs. I'm not myself. I'm not in recovery or anything. Everyone is allowed to join the club as long as you are a safe person. You can help people. You want to listen and just be there, show up. So yeah, that group has been life changing for me over here in the US. You could be pretty lonely when you move across.
How soon did you find them after you came over to the States?
Maybe 2 months.
Wow, that was quick. That was awesome.
Yeah.
What was your first experience then? Because we've had Mike on the pod and he's talked about how he's welcomed anyone who wants to come on. And we heard about a few people's first ever experiences, but what was your first experience?
With the Bulldogs?
Yeah.
Well, I would say just a funny story. I was very unsure about myself and my English when we moved over here. So I actually sent my husband just to check out, is this a place for me? Do they want to talk to new people? Are they nice, kind stuff? And you come up, this club is something for you, Didde. Okay. And then I showed up and I was meeting with this of energy. It's an awesome club. People are so friendly, so happy, running 3 miles. It was the best. It was the best experience. Yeah.
Because I remember the story when Ashley joined in a super early morning run and everyone ran and she was gone after 100 yards. They were all past her or something, or she just couldn't run more than 100 yards. And then everyone came back and said, you're coming next week, right? It's just that's the vibe I get from the Boston Bulldogs. We know all those people now. Patrick too, right, Erica? And they're all just like these Boston Bulldogs. You guys do
super
the big 5K every spring. Yeah.
Very much, very much. You don't have to if you can just walk for a yard or a mile or whatever.
And they want you to come back the next week. They're always encouraging, saying, come back.
Always come back. And suddenly you just show up every Monday. I have been doing this for almost 3 years now. I almost never skip a Monday. This is the week high day. I love Mondays.
Oh, that's amazing.
And now I love Saturdays as well, because now I'm running all the long runs with the marathon team. So this is
beautiful.
Awesome.
So were you a runner before you joined the club, back in Denmark?
Yeah, I guess I was. Not very consistently though, but I ran a couple of half marathons, but never marathons. So I was a runner, but I have become a running person. I see myself as a runner now. Yeah, I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks to the club.
So I'm glad that the Boston Bulldogs got you into a regular routine, got you running, got you motivated to get out there. But what made you want to run the Boston Marathon?
Oh, yeah. It has been on my bucket list since we moved over here. Yeah. So it has been a dream for me, for a long time. I have some friends back in Denmark who has been running the Boston, and everyone's like, Boston is the coolest, greatest thing of all time. So if you ever get the opportunity to do that, do it, especially when you moved over there. So yeah, when I didn't know before I joined the club that the club actually had access to this.
Oh.
So yeah, I did find out about this. So then the people oh, you should sign up for the first one. And I was like, nah, no. I will not do that. And then the second year, oh, you should do it again. Nah. And then I signed up for Chicago instead. Yeah.
Okay.
And tried the fundraising stuff for the first time. And I was like surprised about, it was actually easy to get, like not easy, but I managed to do it. And so it got me confidence enough to like put in a ticket this time and actually do this. And Megan was like, of course you have to. You've been here for years. You should run the marathon. So I got the bib and I was like overfilled about it. Yeah. So it's so exciting.
So we are about to check off the bucket list item for you this year.
Yes, it is. So I'm so happy. So happy about it.
So tell us this then. You said, Chicago gave you some confidence and you did the fundraising for the first time. What are some of the fundraising things you're doing now? Is it always like, are you on your own or are you doing this with all the other Bulldogs who are running?
We support each other. So like, we have to fundraise the 10,000 grand, which is fine. And this is like a group thing. We just need to get through this. So if you're like giving way more than 10,000, well, that is good for everyone. So we are like doing this as a group, and you're also on your own. You have to do everything you can, of course, to raise the $10,000. And so far it's been okay. It's tougher than Chicago, but I'm getting there and I'm feeling confident about this. So, but yeah, I've been doing fun stuff.
What do you have coming up for events?
Oh, I have a Pilates fusion class here.
Wow.
Actually on this upcoming Sunday. Yeah, with Pilates students in North End. Yeah, so that is going to be super exciting. I still have a few spots left, but it's going to be exciting. And then I have a painting event. Yeah.
Ooh, this is cool, actually. I've done these.
Yeah. So I have a good friend in the club who has been so generous to like host this for me on her cafe. So, and she's the painting girl. I'm very bad at painting, but give it a try.
But they make you feel like, have you done one of these painting nights before?
No, I have never done it.
Okay, so usually they make you feel like they give you this confidence that you can do it. And it's very like everyone's doing the same painting if it's the same kind of deal that I did. And we're all making a bird on a tree and the instructor made it seem so easy. And it was easy. Now, some people, theirs looked amazing to the details, and mine looked kind of meh. I'll tell you how mine looked. I gave it to my mom. You know where she put it? She put it in the bathroom.
Beautiful.
So every time I go to my mom's house and go to take a number one, I look at my painting. So,
well, we should display it somewhere.
Those are actually really fun events. I think that is a cool event.
Yeah, I hope so. I've been very concentrating about the Pilates class. So after Sunday, I go all in on focusing on the next one. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be well. And then I did the Super Bowl squares like everyone else. I didn't do. I have never watched the Super Bowl. This was my first Super Bowl watch ever. I needed to see the game because I need to find out who was the
score was.
Yeah. So I had to see the whole game.
Did you watch the commercials?
If I did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The commercials is sometimes the best part, better than the game.
It was the best. There are some good people in the commercial like that. It was fun, but yeah. So yeah, but I will say it's busy. Wow. Like you have a lot of balls in your hands when you do this, like all the time, and like.
Oh yeah.
But it's super funny. Like I really enjoy it, doing this fundraising, and also awesome. Because it's for the club, who's like changed my time here in Boston. Like it means so much to me. It's actually giving something back for the club, who's been doing so much for me and for my family, and yeah.
Good for you.
I really love it.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, Mike is awesome. Man, it was so cool when Dan hooked us up with, and we did that episode. So the thing with that, I don't know if you listened, but that was the first time we tried something like that. We had Mike on, then he brought a couple of his own people on, and we had 3 people at the same time. And it was like, can we we did it, and we managed, and we figured it out, and then it kind of gave us the confidence to do more stuff like that, right? Yeah. And Mike was just his whole story and the whole Bulldogs Foundation. I just fell in love, and I wish I was closer where I could join, because I see all of Dan, or as we like to call him, Beard, all his runs
The
he goes
beard
on
runner, yeah.
with all you guys. It looks great. So tell me now, fundraising is going well, but how is training going?
The training is good. I think the training is good. It's been a tough winter, I would say. We have been struggling.
You're not wrong.
With,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been tough. We have been struggling a lot with icing and snow and like heavy wind and so cold temperatures. But to run it as a group, like meeting up every Saturday, no matter wind, no matter weather, no matter anything, just show up for smiles and laughing and just get your miles in. So it's really cool. Yeah, I do love the training this time. I did Chicago all by myself. So this is completely different and I love it.
It's more fun when you're together.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And you cannot say, I'm not doing this today. I'll do it another day. Because I did sign up for this. So I need to go every Saturday.
And everybody else can get out there. Why can't I? It's one of those things.
Exactly. And it's so cool to be able to train on the actually Boston course. And
Absolutely.
we're like every Saturday there's like 100 of people running up and down Newton Hills, up and down.
You are going to be in such good shape for the actual race.
Hope so. Hope so.
It's going to be amazing.
So speaking of the actual race then, what is your game plan for race day? Are you going for the PR or is this a victory lap? Like you put in all the work. What's your game plan?
My game plan is having fun.
I like that.
I love it. Everybody has the right idea. Just enjoy Boston for everything that it has to offer.
Yeah. I will really try to just have fun. I'm very competitive with myself. So, and I only run one marathon before. So I know with myself, I would say, I need to beat my time. I need to beat my time. But I will really try my hardest just to enjoy and like take everything in because it's going to be amazing. I'm sure about that. So I'm not afraid of the hills. I'm not afraid of anything. Just want to embrace this feeling about actually running Boston.
That's the best mindset.
What are some of your like go-to snacky snacks or drinks or fuel on a long run that you could use, say around mile 19 of the Boston Marathon?
Swedish fish.
Oh, that is a bit popular one.
We're gonna have
I love
some
the Swedish fish. Yeah, that or the Whistly. Is that Whistly? Like the fruit gummy bears. Because they're not. Swedish fish is a little sticky to your teeth, so that could be like a little struggling when you're running and all your teeth is like all stuck together with all this.
That's why I can't eat certain gels and stuff. I have to have a very specific kind.
Yeah. I just started doing gels last long run. I'm not a gel person. I absolutely hate it.
You know what I like? I used to do gels, and I can do gels still, but I actually prefer blocks now.
Those get stuck in my teeth. The like
kind of kind of like a Swedish fish, I guess. But I enjoy the blocks a little more than squeeze because the gel gets on my fingers, and then your fingers get all sticky.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't like. So,
but that is what I do like about the Mortons, though. They're not sticky. It's more like eating a very jelly cake when you eat them. Like, So that is definitely my favorite one. But I'm still not like super into it, but
well, the reason I ask you, like I said, mile 19, what do you like for snacky snacks? Is we're going to be there cheering. We'll be at mile 19.
That's exciting.
So after you pass the aid station, say about 250 yards after mile 19, you'll find us on your left right before the hill starts. We'll have a cooler, we'll have snacks, we'll have everything.
If you want like a drink, a seltzer, a Coca-Cola, like anything like that, you let me know. I'll have something cold for you.
Awesome. I will look forward to that.
Please
because we will need it. We will need it at mile, what did you say, 17? 18? 19.
Right before Heartbreak Hill.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
And then the Boston Bulldog also have a cheering station at mile 22, which is also very cheerful and
all you have to do is you make it to us, and then you only have 3 miles. It's a small chapter in a book that you just got to get to the Bulldogs, and then boom, the finish is right there. So
true.
Break it down into small chunks.
I heard that. Yeah,
I know the man's right next to you. He's looking, but isn't Dan the man running in the Boston Marathon too?
he is running the Boston Marathon too.
So have you two been doing, well, you must be on your Mondays and Saturdays. You're doing a lot of those training. I see you in quite a few of his story posts doing these runs. Tell us a little bit about running with the bearded runner.
Well, that's very exciting. I would say sometimes I feel like I'm famous too, because when you run with Dan, the beard runner, like everybody's like looking, like pointing fingers. I look at him, like oh my god, they're looking at me. It's never me. It's always Dan. But it's really nice. Like you get to learn a lot of people. He knows everyone when we do the long runs on Saturdays. Yeah. So, and he's also been very helpful with my fundraising this year. So a huge shout out to Dan. He's an incredible person. Means a lot to me over here.
That's awesome.
He's super
so
cool. Big part of our pod fam. I mean, I'm serious when I say that. The guy shouts us out. He shares our stories. He helped us with Mike and Ashley and Ari. Like, Dan's the man. I'm sure he's heard that thousands of times. That's original. The other thing I want to ask about Dan, though, is have you ever seen the movie Forrest Gump before you met Dan?
I did.
You did. So you're well aware of who Forrest Gump was in the beard.
I am. But Dan didn't look like this 3 years ago when I met him the first time. He was like shorter. When you have him in the podcast, his beard was like this short. I was like here.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
It's ZZ Top-esque right now. I don't know if you know who ZZ Top is, but it's...
I don't know.
But Didde, you're so cool. Listen, Dan's actually the one who set us up with you, and he was like, you need to have Didde on, and this is great. So I'm super excited to have you here. Welcome to I would love to, maybe after Boston or sometime have you back on, learn more about you and where you came from and why you came here to Boston and all that. Mm-hmm. But listen, I'm super pumped for you. I love the Boston Bulldogs. I hope to make they have a big 5K in Franklin Park around the zoo and everything every May.
It's on May 18, and it's actually the 10 years of anniversary. Like it's 10
we have to make it May 18th, Erica.
You have
I think I'm free that day. I think I'm free that day.
Yeah, you should definitely come. It's going to be a very good run.
That would be awesome. 10 years. We'll head down, Erica. We got invited last year, but it was with like a week or two before. And let me tell you, the Boston Bulldogs have been awesome for us, and we haven't even met any of them in person, and that's just how amazing they are. They're welcoming to us. They helped us with that episode. We've had Mike and everybody, so you're part of a great group. We love that group. We're proud of all you, and I can't wait to join you all one day for a run. May 18th
would be awesome.
We'll have to make sure we're there.
May 18th at 9 o'clock. Franklin Park, show up. It's going to be fun.
I'm free.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Didde was awesome. I'm so pumped. She's running for the Boston Bulldogs Running Club. We know them. We love them. They're amazing. So
always
go out there and support her. Find everything you need to see in the show notes. And when you see her in the Bearded Runner training on a Saturday or a Monday, give them a shout out. Maybe instead of going, hey, it's the Bearded Runner, go, hey, it's Didde, and make her feel like she's the famous one. So
I will love that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll have you back on again to learn more about you. You're awesome.
Thank you.